Hi Virgo. Hi Virgo. Welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing your lost loved one spread for December 2021, or whenever you come across this message and it applies to you, then it is for you. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, Mercury, any aspects of Virgo that are in your natal chart. If your North Node is in Virgo, and if you like to watch Virgo readings, then this is also for you. But it is Virgo energy. So don't force it if it's not your reading. But if it is, then I am very happy that this message reached you. Thank you so much for my subscribes and all your support for my channel. My channel is not that old. I'm coming up on 1 year. So I've been a tarot reader for 13 years, but my channel is pretty new. So any support is very, very, very much appreciated. I am very grateful for it. So all you like, shares, comments, thank you. Thank you so much. And especially my subscribers, I am very grateful for you allowing me to help you on your journey, because that helps me on my own journey. So without further ado, let's get to it. So Virgo, I separated the Radiant My Spirit Tarots out here. I have the 16 court cards here, and then I have the rest of the deck, and then I have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot Mini for a clarification. So I'm going to say, in the light of the light, through the light, thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. When I say that, I'm calling out to the Holy Spirit. There's a lot of spirits out there, and I'm also calling out to your lost loved one, whoever wants to come through for your messages. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who, well, it's air energy. It's cup energy underlying. It's a very nurturing person. Queens, as a court card, are that nurturing, sympathetic, empathic person, that person that's going to listen to you, that gives you a shoulder to lean on. And as a Queen of Swords, she has logic, her analytical mind, critical thinking, judgment, not always in a bad way, but definitely uses reasoning to navigate her relationships with that cup energy underlying. Now, the Queen of Swords especially can have some hurts, or she could just have had life lessons that she learned where she's still approachable, come towards me, but I have my sword here in case I need to use it. And maybe she never uses it, but she just feels a little bit on the defense because of her life experiences. She had either a hard life, or she just had things that she went through, and it's just in her nature to be on guard. I don't see the card in reverse. It's upright. Usually when I'm reading the lost loved one spread, I don't read the initial card in a reverse anyway. But I do see she's sitting on a throne here with the angels. The throne is made of stone. So she is a grounded person to me, because her throne is made of stone. She has clouds all around her, but she's not looking at those clouds. She's past those clouds. She's dealt with those clouds. She's walked through those clouds, and she's taken her rightful place on that throne. And she's navigating those relationships with an analytical mind. So for the Queen of Swords, that'll be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, because that is her her main focus. I'm seeing someone like I don't know, I'm getting like Greta. I know there's a movie, I think, called Greta. It was a little scary, but I'm not getting that with this, but I'm just getting something with a G name like Greta. Anybody ever see the movie with Sylvia Plath that Gwyneth Paltrow played Sylvia Plath? That was an amazing movie. And you know how she wore her hair like up, almost like Princess Leia from Star Wars? I don't know, but I'm picturing that hairdo. So take that as it applies. Now this is Queen of Swords here, and it's feminine energy. But I always say we all have masculine and feminine energy. She's a very stern face here. You could even say her face is without expression. It's very stern. And I feel this person could have had like a very, very prominent like chin, or very, very, sometimes it was hard to read them, hard to read their facial expression. You didn't know if they were mad, sad, glad. They just really didn't have an expression sometimes. So, like I said, this person could have had a difficult life, been through a lot, or it could just be their character. But mostly with the Queen of Swords, when I'm getting at this strongly, I feel like this person has been through a lot, had some hard knocks, has learned, and is now wiser, and does not just, you know, full force go towards relationships, say, as like the Queen of Cups with double cup energy. She has a ruling over her emotions and her relationships logically. So why is she coming through to you? Why is she coming through to you, Virgo? Why is she coming through? I don't feel like she's mean. I don't feel this person is mean. I just feel that they are very, like, if they think you're full of shit when they, or excuse my French, but if they think someone they're talking to is full of beans, full of it, they'll just sit there and they'll listen to them and they'll let them play it out. They don't have to argue. They don't have to fight. They don't have to anything. It's like they use that sword and like, no. And they don't have to be defensive really about it and argue. They're not fiery like that Queen of Wands. They just even will have a blank stare and just look at the person and say nothing, but the person will know that they don't believe not one lie they said. And that's the energy I'm getting here. So it's like they saw people for the way they were, and they didn't let it affect them. They had their guard up, but they didn't absorb. They did not absorb, you know, whether people liked them or didn't like them, or if they came across someone they weren't very fond of. They didn't let it affect them. And if they did let it affect them, they didn't show it openly. They had that sword energy to be, they were very aware. They were very stern and not so expressive with their emotions. Remember, they use that sword energy to rule over emotions, relationships, everything. They're coming through because I have Two of Swords here. Now this is air energy again. There's a lot of emotion that's been crossed over, a lot of emotion behind, but the water's calm, and there's stepping stones, and there's an island in the back. And it's like this person's feet here, if this represents you with this Two of Swords here, they're out like this, and so are the swords, and they're protecting their heart. So I feel like possibly they're coming through because you're finding yourself, Virgo, as an earth sign. You're an earth sign, and the Hermit is your card, your major arcana card, and you're a mutable sign, so you're changing and adaptable, okay? But I feel you are at a crossroads now in your life where you're feeling that you, this person's coming through to show you how to navigate and how to change, because maybe you've experienced things where you've been beat up a little bit the way they were with your emotions that you've crossed over. And now it's like you don't want to look, but you know they're there to help you. You could feel it. You're more sensing it. But with this covering your eyes, if you really look, it's like you could see you're peeking out just a little bit. Just a little bit. But you're using more of your senses in that air energy, logic energy, instead of looking and reacting. What messages do they have for you? I seen this when I was shuffling the cards. This and the Chariot came out. So we'll see what happens with that. But Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. They want to see your wishes fulfilled. They want you to be able to love life, and they don't want you, they want you to embrace the lessons that they learned without going through the pain of it. They want you to protect your heart as well. They don't want to see you hurt. So they're coming through to guide you. It's like they're trying to tell you, you can still have your wishes fulfilled. You could still have your wishes fulfilled. And the moon phase on here is the waxing crescent, okay? On this part is the waxing crescent moon. Okay, so the waxing crescent, the intention for the waxing crescent is set intentions, time for growth, dream big. It's like, you know, reinvent yourself. That is not the moon phase we're in right now, but that is the moon phase that's on this card. So it could be that it's coming around to the next waxing crescent phase, that you will, things might come to the surface for you. What memory do they want to share with you? What I'm getting here is, this is my Goldilocks card. This is my, you have 3 cups here, but then you have this 4th one coming in, and you don't want it. You don't want that either, but it's coming out of the clouds. And there's 2 things it reminds me of. It reminds me of like when you have a grandmother and you're little, you know, not really like a toddler, but you're little and you're at that phase where you don't want to eat anything. You don't want to eat any food or anything. You're very picky. And not everyone's like that, but I've experienced that with nieces and nephews of my own. So a nice grandma, she wouldn't squeeze your cheeks together and shove it down your throat, right? But she would say, you know, take a sip, take a bite, and if you don't like it, spit it out. But at least you would have tried it, right? Then you know what you like and what you don't like, and you don't have a fear anymore of the unknown. And to me, that's what this 4 of Cups represents here. That's what it's representing. It also represents like they were the person who could pull you out of that 4 of Cups apathy energy. They just had the skill to do that. And I do feel for some of you, this is a grandmotherly figure. Could be grandfather as well. Someone within that role. Someone who played that role in your life. I also feel they want you to have a memory like the other one who made you chicken soup when you weren't feeling good. They were the ones that you would take it from. If there were 3 things of chicken soup people made for you, theirs is the one that you would take because you knew it was made with love. And even though maybe they weren't very expressive with their emotions as the Queen of Swords here, with you, you just knew. You just knew how much they loved you. Maybe they didn't say it. Maybe they didn't. But love is shown by action, not just words. And there was just a very deep bond with you, with this Queen of Swords, where it was just a bond. And it was just like, there were no words. There didn't have to be words. It was like telepathy. And they're sort of saying, like, I remember when you used to brood like that. I feel like you're brooding like that now. I'm still here. I'm not here physically, but I'm still here to help pull you out of that. So I'm going to clarify this 4 of Cups energy for you. But they're saying decisions are hard. Your wishes could still be fulfilled. They want to see your wishes fulfilled. They can be fulfilled. They're also saying don't be boastful. I have the Page of Pentacles here. So this is possibly a new initiative for you in business, where you're getting a new opportunity. Studying. Pentacles are income, health, education, finance, how you present yourself to the world. You know, when you want to look polished, you want to take care of yourself. Putting your best foot forward. And then I have the King of Wands here. So I feel like there is a new initiative, a new opportunity. And this could also be, even a new job for you. And that could be the decision that you have to make. And you want to make the right decision, but there is one that you are passionate about with this King of Wands here. This could also represent the person you could be working for or teaming up with, or if you own your own business, you're an entrepreneur, this could be someone who you're hiring as like a motivational speaker or a mentor or someone to go partners in. And they're looking right at you as you're looking at that pentacle. They're looking right at you. So they're studying it too. They're studying that, and they're studying you, whoever this King of Wands is. But it has to do with your wish fulfillment, because that's the message that's coming through. If it comes to a point where you have to stand your ground in which direction to go, or what qualities would best fit this position or direction you're taking in life, it's important for you to stand your ground, maintain boundaries, really speak your mind, because if this is your goal, and right now they're coming through because why? Why are they coming through? Why is this Queen of Swords coming through? This is why they're coming through, because you have confusion, indecisiveness, and a decision to make. So that's what I'm getting. And then the message is that they're sharing are Nine of Cups, which is telling you you can have your wishes fulfilled. But this is how, with the Page of Pentacles, that King of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Speaking your mind. If you don't speak your mind, then that's how you end up going back into this Four of Cups energy. And even though, you have good memories of this Queen of Swords coming to rescue you from that, it's not that they're not, here in a more subtle form, but at some point you need to speak your mind, not get angry, and then go inward. And that is what they're trying to say. I have the King of Cups here, which is sometimes with the King of Cups, you have emotional intelligence over your thoughts and communications and the words that come out of your mouth, right? Because it's reverse, really. It's reverse energy from the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is cup energy underlying, right? As the root, and then the sword energy over it. So she rules her root energy, the cups, with logic, right? We established that. But this King of Cups, his emotions are the flip side of that, right? I mean, they go hand in hand together. He's an island unto himself, really. And there's turbulence all around him, but he's perfectly calm. And I like his hat. And he's keeping busy, right? He doesn't let his emotions overwhelm him, because not only does he have the cup in his hands, but he also has a scepter in his hand there. So he's ready for action, but he's very... He navigates his relationships with that sword energy, but also can have the ability to want to see, have more empathy and want to see, even though he's logical, he's a king, kings, the throne is vulnerable, whatever, and they rule just like a queen. They have different aspects. Each court card, the page, the knight, the queen, the king, they all have very important jobs within the court cards. We need all of them, right? And we need all the qualities that they represent in our lives. But this guy's testing the waters, you see? So he's using logic, his underlying sword energy, testing the waters, but he's not getting caught up and carried up in all of this chaos. So they do have some aspects in common here. I feel this is a really important card for you with this Two of Swords energy. I feel what it's telling you is pay attention to how you feel when making this decision, especially since you go into that Four of Cups energy at times, right? When you don't get what you want or you get let down, maybe, you know, the hopes that you had, the inspiration, you get let down and then you go into apathy. But if you pay attention to how you feel when you're making this decision, right? And the Queen of Swords is here to help you. That will benefit you greatly. You know, as a Virgo, you know, that earth energy, grounded energy. And you have the Hermit card as your major arcana, and you can go within and shine light on things. But sometimes it's after the fact. Sometimes it's after the fact. And you're not really asking yourself, because you're earth sign, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? It doesn't come out until after. And if you don't speak your mind in the moment when you're making a decision, that's how it ends up being too late sometimes. And then you don't want to say anything after the fact. And you have a lot of heartbreak with this Three of Swords. Now, this is why she's here. This is why she's here. Because you have a decision and you need to know how you feel about which way to go beforehand, like I said, because otherwise you have heartbreak and loss. And this has happened in the past. And you had a lot of suffering and heartbreak and loss over decisions you've made in the past. I feel for some of you also, this could be tied to just this aspect of a burial or contracts about this Queen of Swords and where possibly this person should be entombed or and they're like wills and like contracts and like everything going on, maybe probate. So that is a specific message I'm getting for some of you just with this coming out here with the Two of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Three of Swords. And to me, with that coming out, it's telling me don't stress about how you think they would have felt. If you know their wishes, you know, or you know them, trust in the fact about how you feel about it, because you have to feel okay with the decision that you make. And I'm sure they will be okay as well. Five of Wands. For what I had just said, this is a specific message with this Two of Swords, with this Queen of Swords here, that there is conflict around. So there's either other family members here with this decision about this person's passing. So this is like a sidebar. This is only for certain, whoever this is for. I don't give percentages out because I don't know. I'm just putting out the message. I can't say which percentage of you that this is for or that is for. I can only give the messages, and if it's for you, it's for you, but don't force it. So that's the message I'm getting with this Two of Swords there, and the conflict. And then I have Page of Swords here coming out. The conflict is that you have a heavy heart here with this Three of Swords because you feel like people in the family or people have an opinion and they're gossiping about your choice, or maybe you're the executor or the trustee or something, and they are some jealousies about it, and you feel like you have to watch your back a little bit with it. And you want to go with how you feel and be emotionally intelligent, but you know, things could be hurtful. And that's why the Queen of Swords is here too, to, you know, help you. Wow, I didn't expect that. So at the same time that's going on, I feel like you have that, but then you also have this initiative with this Nine of Cups going on as well. And I have Eight of Cups here, which to me, that's telling me you need to not be afraid to walk away to get that Nine of Cups wish fulfillment. If you're standing your ground with this Nine of Cups here, as the message is coming through, that you can have your wishes fulfilled, but you need to pay attention, right? With the Page of Pentacles to the King of Wands to the Seven of Wands here, Eight of Cups, and now I have the Ace of Wands. So it's like, if you don't get it here, then don't be afraid to walk away. Maybe when you walk away, the person's going to want to listen to you, right? I mean, only you know what's right for you. So I'm not giving professional advice, legal advice, anything here. You can check the disclaimer. But this is what I'm seeing in the cards. And then I see the Ace of Wands with a new initiative. So in the end, with this King of Wands here for your wish fulfillment, you might be in the end getting what you wanted anyway because you spoke your mind. It's important. You could be fired up and, passionate, speaking your mind with the Seven of Wands here. But you don't have to be mean about it. I mean, it's better to be diplomatic. Right? Like I said with this Queen of Swords, she didn't, she let people talk. She heard them out. She didn't get, angry at them, but she was stern and she held true to her own beliefs. And she sort of used that sword to cut through the bullshit. So that's the direction. I mean, that's something that I would say you've experienced seeing this person do that. And if you absorb that and be diplomatic in what you want in life without being too fired up in a negative way, you will get your wishes fulfilled. How could you not? And again, remember the message here with the Four of Cups that, that was the memory that they were sharing with you. But also, if you don't speak your mind, that's what happens and you get into that apathy mode. Queen of Pentacles here. This is your outcome for this whole situation, Virgo. You're the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever this is that's going on and the reasons I stated that they're coming through, you're the Queen of Pentacles. And you're going to have happiness, success, every good thing. The sun is shining down on you. And to me, this is also Leo energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But I feel definitely once sunflowers are in bloom, you're going to look back at this reading and you're going to see everything of this loved one coming through, helping you. And it's going to be a blessing. So I wish you all the best with your wish fulfillment. And I feel that this Queen of Swords is a very amazing person. Very, a lot of facets to their personality that are to admire. So, namaste, and I pray you find your way. I'll see you next time. Bye.